Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, where we review stories that beautiful people like yourselves post on the internet. We got one story for you today. My boyfriend has a work wife, and I hate it. I, 25 female, have been with my boyfriend, 26 male, for almost 4 years now. We have been in an LDR situation for 3 years because of the pandemic, and we both live in different cities because of his work. There's no reason for me to not trust him. All our years together, and the majority of it being a long-distance relationship, nothing happened for me to lose my trust in him or to even doubt his feelings for me. Except 3 months ago. In our relationship, we often talk about how our day went, what happened at work and so forth. It's all pretty normal until he started talking about his coworker. Let's call her Amy, not her real name. My boyfriend has been working for that company for 2 years, while Amy worked for more than 5 years there. I can't really say that they recently met because from the beginning, they're on the same department and team. In all my boyfriend's years of working there, he never once mentioned Amy. At least, not like he does now. Anyway, my boyfriend told me how amazing Amy was at work, and how basically he feels really happy to have found her as a friend. I don't really mind that until he said that she's his work wife. I know the concept of a work husband and work wife, and to be frank, I don't like it. I asked since when they have been each other's work spouse, and he told me around 3 months after he came to work. Their office started to joke around saying how good Amy and my boyfriend looked together. Their office consistently and always teased them together by giving projects both Amy and my boyfriend needed to do together, which made them grow closer. They looked after each other, and Amy even goes as far as pack my boyfriend's lunch every day. She would often ask boyfriend what he wanted to eat, and the next day she would cook it and bring it for him. I really couldn't bear to hear more of what my boyfriend had to share because I felt so betrayed. I feel lied to. In all those times I asked him how his day went by and how his work was, I never heard him tell me this story. I never knew Amy and him were that close, and I never knew his coworkers teased them. I don't know what to do. Boyfriend thinks I'm blowing things up for no reason and that I'm overreacting, but I feel really betrayed. What should I do? Yeah, you had me at she packs his lunch. There's something going on for sure, and if there isn't, it sure sounds like it's headed that way. If this is really long distance, I'd just leave personally. But I don't know. That's just based on what you mentioned. You obviously have more insight than I would have as far as if it's really worth fighting for or not. Reply: Hey, thanks for your thoughts and insights. I forgot to mention, they also talk outside of work for hours, and she asked him to pick which clothes will look good on her. According to my boyfriend, she insists on knowing what color he would wear to work so they could match. There are probably so much more that I don't know, but honestly, the info I have now is enough reason to doubt. My boyfriend doesn't think so though. I did consider to leave. I told my boyfriend I don't like their relationship, and I absolutely hate that I never knew about any of this when it started happening. But he refused to talk about breaking up because, according to him, this is just a quote-unquote trial in our relationship and that we could work this out. If you're still having trouble getting a straight answer from him, try taking a date to go by his work to take him for lunch. If the coworkers are shocked he has a girlfriend of 3 years, then you immediately know he's been shady. Try to be as professional about it as you can. No one cares for drama at SO's work, you know? Take him outside, break it off, then go treat yourself. It'll hurt, but staying with him will be far worse. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Best wishes. I gave boyfriend an ultimatum that I will break up with him if he still won't give me an explanation or answer any question I may have about this issue. He said he'll get off work early so we can call and talk this through. I'll let you guys know of any update I may have. One of you said I should show him all the comments here to prove that what I feel is valid, and I might just do that. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I can't reply to all the messages now, but I've read them all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boyfriend came by to talk instead of chatting. He said he wanted to genuinely talk to me about this issue and wanted to be an open book all throughout. He's willing to give his phone to let me check and all. I honestly feel this is all too late because I have been asking for this for the last 3 months, but I guess since he came all the way to my city, I can at least talk with him in person. P.S. No, not in my place. I will ask for the keys after the talk regardless if we make up or not. Even if we do patch things up, I feel like my walls are up, and it's gonna take a while to tear it all down. I will let you all know. We'll create a new thread instead for the update. Even if you search his phone, he had hours to delete everything. And please ask him if his coworker knows about you and why he never said anything when they said they sued each other or something like that. Hi everyone, as promised, here's an update. I'm not sure if everyone saw my comment in the thread since it has gotten so long. I appreciate all the comments and messages I've received though, but there were some who told me that I was naive and I'm so sorry. To be honest, I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to romantic relationships, as boyfriend is my first in everything. Please don't be too harsh. Anyway, for the update, so boyfriend and I were supposed to call, but he ended up showing at my place instead so we could genuinely talk. I didn't let him in, because I took everyone's advice carefully and I did this to protect myself just in case. We went to a nearby cafe place where the owner knows me in case something happens. I know he wouldn't physically harm me, but I just wanted to be sure. I feel like I don't know him anymore, to be honest. The first thing I asked him was if everyone knew about my existence, if his coworkers knew he had a girlfriend. He said they did. At this point, I felt livid at his coworkers and at Amy. I would understand if they don't know about me, but they do. I started to cry at this point out of frustration, and boyfriend kept apologizing to me. The next question I asked is if he has feelings for Amy. Boyfriend said he never had feelings for Amy, and he was sure Amy didn't have feelings for him too because she has a boyfriend. I don't believe she doesn't have feelings for him. I told him I don't believe she doesn't have feelings for him. I know she does. My gut says so. He said it's normal for opposite genders to be friends, and I immediately called him out for this. Because he's doing the opposite to me. I'm not allowed to have friends from the opposite sex, and he's allowed? And he allows Amy to treat him the way she does and care for him the way a girlfriend should care for someone? I also went on to let him imagine if it were him in my shoes. Would he be happy to find out I have a work husband and that I hid this dynamic from him for almost 2 years? He couldn't even look me in the eye, but he started crying too. He said he was sorry for everything and that he sees where I'm coming from. He finally understood how it feels for me, and he was sorry it took so long for him to open up. He asked for another chance, and I said I wasn't sure. I was honest as well when I told him I was ready to leave him tonight, and he begged me not to go, because he never saw Amy as something more and that it was I who he loves. I told him I'm not sure if I can believe that, and he said he would do anything to regain my trust back, even if it meant starting from zero. He said he was willing to quit his work and look for a new job closer to where I am so he could spend more time with me. But I said I'm no longer ready to move in with him, and he said he's willing to wait until I take him back. I also told him I posted here on Reddit, and the reason why I had the courage to speak my mind is because you all gave me the courage I thought I never had. I encourage him to read through the comments, as I did mention the emotional abuse he puts me through, and I hadn't even noticed. I don't know what's next for us. I'm uncertain if I want to try again, but I am allowing him to at least make it up to me. It will be up to me to decide if I want to take him back or not, and he agreed. Also, he showed me the chats he had with Amy. My boyfriend replies were formal and not flirty. Hers was. Boyfriend was being respectful, and he said he sees her as a sister and nothing more. She sent suggestive photos, and my boyfriend told her it's not something he should have a say on, and to show it to her significant other instead. Nothing seemed unusual from him. But it doesn't relieve the fact that he lied to me and withheld this information for so long. I am furious at Amy and the coworkers for not respecting someone's relationship, and I am furious at boyfriend for lying and withholding this information from me. Anyway, I look at her account and I will be messaging her later. Boyfriend doesn't have a problem with this, and he's also supportive of me confronting Amy. Boyfriend also shared the Facebook name of Amy's significant other, which I may reach out to in case I need it. As for the keys to my place and finances, boyfriend understands that I want to pull out my share of money and that I want the keys back. He gave it to me and will be processing the closure of the joint account next week. He said he understands that this was his consequence for his actions and that he's willing to earn me back. I will update everyone when I message Amy and as soon as she responds back. Again, thank you for the support and courage you gave me. From the bottom of my heart, I am truly grateful to have my voice and power back. He's on his way back to the city, and I'm all alone in my place now. I have never cried like this in a while, and I never realized how overwhelmed I was until I was all alone. Please be proud of me. I stood my ground. Thank you for your kind support. Good job for sticking up for yourself. I just want to say, if you have nothing to hide, you hide nothing. He didn't tell you for so long because he knew it was wrong. No woman, especially one in a relationship, would think it's okay to bring a taken man lunch on a regular basis and ask him what he wants her to make and where to match him. How many friends do you have that you tell him casual things about? They've been this close for 2 years, yet never mentioned her in any way? I don't know. I hope you're able to figure out what you want, but good job for speaking up. Good luck with the rest, OP. You're such a strong person. About your boyfriend, he should have started with apologizing, but he did not. He tried to find excuses. She's like a sister, being a hypocrite, not talking about this for a long time. I wish the best for you. You deserve better than this. I don't think he deserves any other chance after that, but you know better. Do what's best for you. Hi everyone. I was hesitant to post this update because my post got on TikTok and I saw some bad comments there. I am sorry. I cannot express myself properly. I'm not so good at sharing stories, mainly because I'm a private person. I never thought my post here will blow up and so many people will see it. I just wanted to vent. Please be kind with your words. Beyond all of my posts, I'm a person with feelings. I just want to clear some things up. While I do read through all of your comments here, and while I did ask for advice, please know I am my own person, and all my decisions were made not because I was influenced by anyone. I have lived on my own for years now, and have been independent. I know I asked for advice, but deep down I knew what I had to do. As some of you may know, I no longer have any support group because ex-boyfriend controlled me and manipulated me into thinking girls can be friends with guys. I just needed a safe space to vent. Your comments are all welcome, and I am truly grateful for all the help you've given. But please don't tell me I did this for attention and for the clout. I hope it is, honestly, but it isn't. I wish this isn't true so I can spare myself from the hurt. Yes, I broke up with ex-boyfriend. Many of you don't understand why, and that's okay. I feel like I can't trust him anymore from this point on, and it is unfair for him to be with someone who can't trust him. I know he wants to reconcile, and the truth is I still love him. Many of you think I broke up with him for something so small and quote-unquote an honest mistake. But let me tell you, 2 years of withholding information from your significant other, most especially about the advances of some other girl, is not an easy process. It may be nothing for ex-boyfriend, but things like that should be known by your partner. Regardless if you think it's nothing to be made a big deal out of. I need to heal before I choose to be with anyone, even him. If I still want to be with him, I know I need to heal. I don't wish them ill. I hope they will be happy, and I genuinely mean that. I just really want to know the truth and move forward with my life. I want to heal and be happy. And part of healing for me is knowing all sides of the story. Messaging Amy is never meant to be a confrontation. I do not want to message her because I want to set boundaries. Ex-boyfriend and I broke up. If he wants to pursue Amy, then that is okay. He's free to do that now. All I want to do is find out the truth. I want to hear Amy's side of the story, as I don't know if I can trust what ex-boyfriend told me. I have a feeling she does not know about me. I know some of you can't understand this, and that's okay. You're most welcome to disagree with this, but please be kind about it. Before I message Amy, I would probably talk to her SO first. In fact, I already sent him a message and he replied. This weekend, he will meet to talk personally. I want him to know first and to be the person who will confront Amy. He deserves to know that. He needs to know what his girlfriend has been doing behind his back. And then, as for finding out the truth, maybe it'll be a face-to-face meeting with me, Amy and her SO. I'll try my best not to let my emotions get to me and just ask for the truth. That is all I need. If you even reached this part, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the update. I hope the meeting goes well and maybe you will get some clarity from Amy. I understand your decision completely. I commented on the last post with advice for if you did stay right before this post. I'm extremely happy for you. I think you did something a lot of us wish we would have. You know in your gut this meant more than just one thing. Your gut was absolutely right too. You can with 100% of your heart trust him with the LDR you in. And really any version. I trust you will take precautions in meeting him. You really should give yourself the respect you deserve for making this hard but right decision you had to make here. The amount of growth from your first post is just astonishing, honestly. I'm super proud of you. While I'm also sending my heart out to you for what I know has hurt like hell, I really hope you do well and things turn out okay. If you didn't feel comfortable with what he was doing, then you made the right choice. I try to have the mentality that if you're not fine with something, to act towards it and make yourself happy, not everyone else. Guys, I want to quickly interrupt this video by reminding you all to be an a-hole to the like button by unscrewing the seat of their bike right before their big race. Okay, let's get into the next update. Hi, as you can see from the title, I finally had a talk with Amy's significant other. But before that, I just want to say thanks to those who believe in my story. I truly appreciate you all. I went in here to vent, not expecting anyone to even read my story. I don't have people to talk to, so it means so much to me that people from Reddit take their time to let me know they are happy for me and my decision. As for those who don't believe in my story, who can't accept that I've chosen to decide the path I took, please respect my decision. Not all people have the same coping mechanism. This is how I cope, and this is what I believe is best to do in this situation. I'm not a perfect human being, and I know I make mistakes, but at least I try my best to choose what will be the best for everyone and myself. Please be kind. Also, this will probably be my last update for this, unless there's really something else to share. While there were so many supportive people in here, there are also others who are so mean and it has gotten to me now. I don't think I can take anymore and I'm just going to fulfill my promise to some kind souls in here about this update. I hope you understand. So for the update, Amy's significant other, to make it easier, let's call him Matt, and I met somewhere near his office. Matt and Amy are also long distance, so I was a bit surprised that him and I resided in the same city. This made it easier for us to meet as travel wasn't that far. Apparently he works on weekends and the only time we can meet is during lunch hours. We met at a public park as we both felt it's awkward to talk about this casually over coffee. He also mentioned that he did not tell Amy about this meetup and will do so when they talk. I first apologized for what I had to say. I told him I know it's not my place to be the one to break the news to him. But with how I found out about the relationship between Amy and my ex, I'm pretty sure he had no idea of that dynamic too. When I told him what my ex told me and showed me, Matt told me he never knew about my ex-boyfriend and Amy never mentioned anything about my ex-boyfriend. He also understood where my anger is coming from and why I decided to break it off with my ex because he felt the same way after hearing everything. Matt also mentioned how distant Amy has been and how recently their relationship is rocky. I guess this was the answer he needed. We didn't talk long, to be honest. I only said what I had to say, and he thanked me for going out of my way to let him know what was happening behind his back. I'm not sure what will happen between them, and I don't know what Matt will do after this information. I honestly wish him the best. He seems like a great and kind person. Whatever he decides to do after what he heard from me, that is completely up to him. Both of us didn't deserve what we went through. I've also decided not to talk to Amy anymore. After talking to Matt, I just lost all my energy completely and I want to remove myself from this situation now. I have to heal and move on. I deserve to be happy. Thanks for everything, everyone. I think your decision to not talk to Amy is a good idea. Nothing will change and the important part was to let her boyfriend know. I'm, again, impressed with how you've handled this situation. You're very grounded. I hope you find someone that deserves you. Thank you for telling Matt. He deserved to know. Please don't take your ex back because after your updates, he's not telling everything that needed to be told. Reply. Honestly, I'm not even thinking about being in a relationship at the moment. My focus is to heal and to undergo therapy. So in terms of taking my ex back, I don't think that will happen. I wish to completely move on now. I've just realized so many other things my ex did to me apart from what I've shared here, and honestly, that just made me feel that I made the right choice. But as far as for telling Matt, yeah, I think I did the right thing here. It's up to him to confront Amy about everything I told and shared with him. What happens next is beyond my control. But Matt really deserved to know. So many people told me not to, but I just can't leave knowing someone else doesn't know what they're both doing. It's 1 AM here where I am, and I am still shaking. Please forgive me if I will somewhat be incoherent in this post. English is not my first language, and I'm crying as I write this. I also know I said I won't post any update anymore, but I don't know who to talk to. I'm a mess. Matt texted me the worst news I could get after everything that happened. I never thought I'd be this affected, even though at some point I thought of this scenario in my head. He told me Amy and my POS ex really had an affair, both physical and emotional. Amy admitted that he and X had been F-buddies for more than a year now, and Amy does have feelings for X. Amy did say X did not have feelings for her, and was only after the physical intimacy, and they'd usually sex in Snapchat, probably why the messages shown to me were that way, as that wasn't their main mode of communication. Matt also mentioned X cut Amy off, and Amy wants to reconcile with Matt, but he refused. I asked permission if I can say this part here. He allowed me. Now I feel like I was in the right in walking away, but I can't help but feel devastated. Even at the very last moment, POS really lied and even cheated on me after everything. I really don't deserve this, but here's the truth, and I have to accept it. I knew deep down that POS wasn't saying what really happened, and I'm glad I trusted my gut. I'm glad he can no longer hurt me after all this because I'm so done. I won't confront X anymore as there's no point. He'll just lie to my face again. I just need to get all my money from our account first thing in the morning later. And after that, I won't contact him ever again, and I will never allow him in my space. I look for a new place to stay too, as I don't like the idea of him knowing where to find me. I feel like crap now. I can't even make myself stay in my place anymore, as I remember all our memories, and the idea that X had sex with another woman while he was still seeing me is disgusting. I'm sorry, I'm such a mess. I'm angry, I'm sad. I want to scream. I don't know what I need to do. I feel so overwhelmingly angry. I just hope none of you will ever go through this pain and heartbreak. I feel for Matt. I hope he will be okay. I am sorry it ended up like this. You deserve better. Make a plan and stick with it. Take some time for you to mourn and then just take some time for you. Be kind to yourself. I wish you the best of luck. There's nothing for me to say other than I'm sorry this happened, and I hope you find someone right for you in the future. Be safe and take your time. Stay healthy. Hi, I just want to come in here to tell you that I am so very grateful for all the love and support you've given me. I appreciate people telling me to update how I am, and honestly, I am not okay. I'm still in the process of dealing with all this, that I would like to take some time off for me. I may not be able to respond to messages since Reddit sometimes doesn't allow me, I don't know why. But please know I see it all and I truly appreciate every single one of you. Please know I see you and your comments, both the bad and the good. I'm still so blessed that most of you who've read my situation are kind-hearted people, and that you are a lot more than those who bring others down for no reason. Amy also reached out to me, and her message is sitting in my message requests. I don't think I'll ever open that message. I'm also no longer updating this thread, and this post will be the final update, as I am overwhelmed and stressed. If you genuinely want an update, feel free to message me and reach out. I'll try to share what I can. After all, you've been with me on this journey. Guys, that was it for today's story. Thank you very much for listening. Please remember to smash the like button for me and subscribe to our channel to keep listening to these stories. Thank you for your support, guys. We will be seeing you in the next one.